Counting on Duggar family reboot in the works? Counting on fans might see the Duggar family on TV again following Jinger Duggar Vuolo's latest podcast. TLC parted ways with the family following Josh Duggar's arrest in April 2021. Since then, insiders, documentaries, and books that put Jim, Bob, and Michelle to so many controversies have surfaced. However, Jana's recent wedding brought the family back into the limelight, and it seems a reboot of their show may be in the works. Keep reading to see why. Counting on. Fans beg for a Jana Duggar and Steven Wisman special episode. Jana has already uploaded 2 new vlogs after her wedding with Steven Wisman, but both videos were filmed before they got married. The Counting on alum has yet to share if she's going to upload a full video of her wedding like Jill and Jessa. Some fans hope it will get released as a special episode. This comes after several crew members were spotted at Jana and Steven's wedding. Many people believe that they were at the event as guests. But Jinger's latest podcast tells a different story. Duggar family reboot in the works. Jinger Duggar Vuolo recently took to YouTube to upload a new podcast episode with Jeremy. The Counting on alums took a deeper dive into Jana and Steven's wedding. Jana expressed how happy she was for her sister, adding that she's been holding back her tears throughout the ceremony. She couldn't help but cry when she saw the TLC crew celebrating with them outside the lobby. Then we walk out to the lobby and out come the crew members and I started crying. Joy Anna started bawling, she added. Jinger then said that it felt like a reunion and they were able to hang out with them and catch up with all the things that had happened. However, some Redditors speculate that there's still a chance TLC filmed for Jana's big day. According to some, there are several screenshots from Jana's nuptials showing some cameramen at the back of their house as if they were filming something. It sounds like they were filming if they came back to the house after the wedding, and there was a camera person in one of the photos of the first dance. Is TLC going to be producing a wedding special? Considering no video of the wedding has been released yet, I think this is an interesting idea. I think Jim Bob invited them and for them to get wedding footage. I think they are trying to figure out a way to resurrect the show or plan a new show or a special. Jim Bob would sell his children, grandchildren, and their lives to the devil in the guise of Christianity to make a buck. Counting on. Jana Duggar likes an odd comment. Another Reddit thread also caught Jana liking an odd comment in one of her recent vlogs. The comment says that she would love HGTV to offer her family a show, adding that they feel bad for how Jim Bob was misjudged online. According to some, it shows that the Counting on alum wants a shot back to the reality TV world again. But many commenters doubt they're making a TV comeback, especially with the controversies Josh's arrest brought to the family. Maybe she quit reading after the HGTV show part, LOL. Do people really think HGTV is going to work with her? TLC and HGTV are owned by the same company. I don't think HGTV is going to give her an ounce of time for obvious reasons. I think it's more about wanting a shot at an HGTV show than the part about her dad. We all know she wants to be Joanna Gaines. The Duggar family, once a household name in the world of reality television, may be making a surprising return to the small screen with a possible reboot of their hit show Counting On. The Duggar family saga began with 19 Kids and Counting, which aired from 2008 to 2015 on TLC. It chronicled the lives of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, along with their many children, and quickly became a cultural phenomenon. When the original show was canceled due to a series of scandals, the Duggars weren't entirely done with television. They returned with Counting On, which focused on the lives of the older Duggar children, especially the growing families of Jill, Jessa, Jinger, and others. But that too ended after controversies surfaced again. Now whispers in the entertainment industry suggest that the Duggars may be plotting a return, this time with a revamped approach and possibly a new direction for their reality TV reign. Fans and critics alike are left wondering, what would a Duggar reboot look like in 2025, and is the world ready for it? Why bring back the Duggars? When 19 Kids and Counting was at its peak, the show became famous for presenting the Duggars' unique conservative Christian values, large family dynamics, and unconventional lifestyle choices, from homeschooling to strict courtship rules. Their presence on television sparked a kind of fascination, even with people who didn't necessarily agree with their way of life. But controversy seemed to follow the Duggars. In 2015, the show was abruptly canceled following the revelation of past sexual abuse by the eldest son, Josh Duggar, and the family's mishandling of the situation. The family retreated from the limelight briefly, but then returned in Counting On later that same year, which shifted the focus to the lives of the adult Duggar children. However, in 2021, TLC officially ended Counting On after more scandals involving Josh Duggar, this time involving criminal charges for possession of child pornography, which led to his eventual conviction and imprisonment. TLC decided to sever ties with the family after his arrest, believing that the situation was too damaging to continue to support the family's brand. Despite these setbacks, the Duggars still maintain a loyal following. Many of the Duggar children have remained active on social media, and their various personal milestones, from weddings to babies, continue to be celebrated by their fan base. Given that reality TV thrives on real-life drama, family dynamics, and redemption arcs, it's no wonder that a Duggar reboot might seem like a viable opportunity to TV networks hoping to capitalize on the family's enduring popularity. What would a reboot look like? If Counting On does return, the show would likely have to take on a different structure than before. For one, it's doubtful that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar would be the central focus anymore. While they were the heads of the family in 19 Kids and Counting, the new generation of Duggars is now front and center. Many of the Duggar children have grown up, married, and started families of their own. A reboot could focus on the lives of this new generation of Duggars, particularly those who have made headlines for stepping outside of the strict family mold. For example, Jinger Duggar Vuolo, who now lives in Los Angeles with her husband Jeremy Vuolo, has become known for her more modern, less conservative lifestyle. She has publicly spoken about how her faith has evolved, and she's written a book detailing her journey away from some of the more rigid elements of her upbringing. Jill Duggar Dillard has also distanced herself from her famous family and has been vocal about the challenges she faced while filming the show, including issues of control and compensation. If Jill were to take part in the reboot, viewers could get an inside look at her journey toward personal autonomy and healing from her family's complicated history. On the other hand, there are still Duggars who remain more closely aligned with their parents' values, like Jessa Duggar Seawald and Joy Anna Duggar Forsyth. A reboot could explore the contrast between these siblings, highlighting the different paths they've chosen and how they navigate their evolving relationships with one another. The challenges ahead, any potential reboot of Counting On would inevitably face challenges. One major hurdle is the tarnished reputation of the Duggar brand due to Josh Duggar's legal troubles. While the reboot could attempt to steer clear of any direct mention of Josh, his presence in the family and his crimes loom large. Networks would need to navigate this carefully, especially considering how public opinion around the Duggars has shifted. Another challenge is the cultural climate of 2025. The original appeal of the Duggar family rested on their conservative Christian values, but public attitudes towards such ideologies have grown more polarized in recent years. While there is still an audience for faith-based content, many viewers now question whether the Duggars' strict rules and traditionalist approach to family and gender roles align with modern values. In addition, some of the adult Duggar children are rumored to have disagreements with Jim Bob and Michelle over how they were raised and the long-term effects of growing up in the public eye. Whether the Duggars would be willing to be candid about these risks remains to